Hey there, my name is Raj, and if you've come to this video randomly, just know that this video is a part of an entire playlist which has a much more structured approach towards OCD and recovery through natural methods. So make sure you check the entire playlist for better understanding. Cheers.
OCD can kiss my ass.
Alright guys, welcome to another video of OCD Can Kiss My Ass series. In this video we're talking about what exactly are thoughts, because that's an important thing. That's one of the primary things that's affecting us. And where do fearful thoughts come from? So it's very important that we are hiding from something. We are avoiding our fearful thoughts all the time, but we never even thought about what generally they are. And once we understand them a bit more, then they tend to have a little less impact on us in the first place, because that's just human mechanism. So thoughts basically are in a simple way, how I can explain this is thoughts generally is the basic functioning of the mind. Okay. Now, furthermore, how they are developed and everything, I've got no idea. But thoughts are basic functionality of how the human mind works. Okay. And all these thoughts basically are the data that you've actually accumulated all your life through all your senses. What you've seen, what you've heard, what you've touched, what you've felt, what you smelt. All these things basically become thoughts. Okay. It's as simple as that. Now, how our body basically works is that we get these thoughts based on when we smell something that we smelled something before, we go back to our previous thoughts. They get triggered. Okay, those kind of thoughts that's here. So these thoughts basically are just the data that we accumulated. And think about it yourself. You cannot think about something that you have not seen or heard or smelled before. You cannot think of a new color because that's not in your data. You can only think about the data that you have with you since your childhood. And that's exactly what thoughts are in simple terms. So why these fearful thoughts are coming? Now I'll explain it in a very simple way. Think about when you're hungry. What thoughts come to you? Of course, of food. The only thing you can think about is, man, where's that burger? Okay. And when you want to have that, when you want to enjoy yourself, the thing that comes, okay, I want to go out with my friends. The thoughts that come to your mind, I want to go out with my friends and have, a pint of beer, okay, and so on and so forth. So, based on what your body is requiring at that point in time, or the state that you're in that time, the kind of thoughts are going to be there. So when you're angry with somebody, only hateful things come to mind. That's how generally the state that you're in, the thoughts are going to be in the same way. That is going to be the maximum level of the thoughts. When you're happy thoughts are going to come. When you're hungry, food thoughts are going to come. It's as simple as that. In OCD, our system is continuously in a threat response. Our nervous system is completely and all majority of the time in fight or fight response, guess the kind of thoughts that we're going to get. We are only going to get fearful thoughts. And it's as simple as that. So in order for us to not get the fearful thoughts, we can't just say, hey man, mind, please don't give me fearful thoughts. It doesn't work like that. If your system calms down, if your flight or fight response is no longer there, it's stable, it's calmed, the same thoughts are not going to be there. This is the basic functioning of how our system works from inside. And this is very important, because this was very important for me to learn myself, what is happening inside my body. And then when I understood this, it became a little something that, I can work on. So when the system is going to calm down, when you're going to be much more calmer, in a calm state of mind, your body is not going to be in threat, these fearful thoughts are not going to be there. Now I'll give you another example. Imagine you're going through a jungle. These same kind of examples I gave in the previous videos. You're in a threat perception. Okay. You're walking, you see a little tingly kind of, moving kind of thing there on the road. Okay, it's like a little curvy kind of thing, and you're like sitting there and watching, what the hell, I'm pretty sure it's a snake. And you stop and you keep watching, you keep wondering, because the first thing that came to your mind was that it's a snake because it's looking for threats. Okay, your body is in that mode. It is vigilant. It is perceiving the threats all over. Okay, so the threat perception is always high. So even that little circular thing is going to be there. Now, as soon as you put your torch there, it's basically just a branch or a little rope there. Okay, that's what it is. So when we are in a fearful state, majority of the threats we're gonna feel majority of those threats and those fearful thoughts only. So even if it's a rope, we're gonna think it's a snake. So that's the same thing. It works. It's not just in you, it's in every human being because that's how we are built. It's basic human construction. That's all. So I hope in this video I've cleared out what basic thoughts are, basic data, and what fearful thoughts are. I've told you when we are in a particular state of mind, the kind of thoughts will follow. That's it. Thank you.